pine fertilizer building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines. Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life.
Okay, so Rollo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on here?
There was only one way to find out.
Alright, we are back for part 2. We're about to enter this fertilizer factory that our best friend said might... Something's fishy going on. It's glowing, which I guess is the green stuff coming out of the window. I mean, like, look at this. There's this hose that's leading to this river. Ooh, splash effects. That's not great. But just a quick recap. So this town had a really bad harvest 6 years ago, and we're thinking it's because of the fertilizer. And 6 years ago, Luka, which is this goat, his father died. So I'm guessing that's linked. And on top of that, Luka also doesn't know where his mother is. So he's hoping to find some answers about that. So there's that. But I'm gonna start by looking at stuff. Wow, that smells awful. Too bad Rollo's not here. He'd have no problem poking around in there. That's also another thing. So as we search things, we get charms sometimes. And we can alter our path of our story by going back to turning points and selecting different charms to use, which are just words, which is in this tree here. So, this rendezvous with Roxy, if I had more charms, his sister, Rollo's sister, would have let him come with me to the factory. But at last, I am alone.
Emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid.
Oh no. Ew. I was splashing around in that liquid.
Looked almost diseased.
Oh god, no.
It flowed slowly into the woods.
Oh, get out of the water, Luka. Not the diseased water. Okay. Now that I'm a diseased little boy. Here we go. Locked.
Luka thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
A zipper? Footsteps?
The sound of footsteps grew louder.
Oh. Hello? Oh my gosh. All of a sudden we're in Monster Inc. Shit. What?
The heavy steel door knocked Luka to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luka watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light.
Luka, no! This is a story about change.
This is a story about change.
Okay.
It was far from the sort of change Luka imagined for himself. But change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end?
What?
I probably should have warned you about this. There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in tragedy. But don't let that discourage you.
Luka! I killed Luka!
We will find the ending that this story deserves. I just know it.
Did not expect this.
From here on out, a charm will have a check mark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point. Now, let's try something different.
I had no other option. Okay, well now I have this new one. For Roxy. And we're gonna use the poop icon.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
I don't know. Make a break for it! What have you done? Did that little shit just kick me? Run all you want, you little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. Sorry! Investigate the Valentine warehouse with Rollo. I kicked his sister. Are you okay? Sorry about that. Rollo can get overexcited sometimes.
Solomon Valentine.
Oh. He's a Valentine! Which, a recap, Valentines are the ones that had the fertilizer company and for 6 years, I guess, they've lost most of their money and respect from the town. His father, whatever his name is, also a mayor.
Current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
A town of complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything here seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter. How are you doing? Me? Yes, with all that business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all? No. That is truly a shame. Aww. Your grandmother has taken residence to keep house? Yeah. And how is that going? We mostly stay out of each other's way. You make it sound like she's rarely at home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's better to have a caregiver who's rarely around, in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with attention. That doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say, it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve. Yikes. Whoa.
Solomon trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Heiress. Speak of the devil. Do not wander off like that. I'm much too busy to be looking all over for you. Apologies, Harris. Hi. Look, I don't live in England. I don't really know what all these are. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. You're a Valentine now. Now? I feel like when he was born, he was a Valentine. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Okay. Library is still closed. This is the creepy man that flirts with, my grandma. Luka, my boy, hold up a tickle. Sorry, Mr. Nuncreed. Kind of in a hurry right now. Boy's got too much of his father in him. Okay, I thought he was like dead. I win! Little help! I am the champion. We were racing? Did that road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here. It seemed longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. He was so cute how fast he was like running in circles. Not sure why I would take advice from second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution, electrified fence. Okay, Rollo. Don't touch the fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. How are we going to get around the electric fence? Don't worry, I got this. Oh my god. Why'd you do that? Paul always said you can figure out what's the plan was. Whoa, wait. Paul always says you can figure out what the plan was when you're done. Great. What now? Well, I did my part and established that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. So the last time, I know what to do. But I didn't go this way. Cool. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's just a big stump. Is this electric? No. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Okay. There's more path. Can I go this way? No. Oh, I thought this was a path too. I wonder if that'll be... Oh. So your brilliant idea is to run away. I was just looking at the wheel. Calm down. Whoa, you're a genius. Yeah, I'm getting like this deja vu. Like I've been here before, you know? And died. Got dragged away. I think that did it, Luka. You never fail to impress.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly.
Check it out! Dang, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there ever any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. Good thing 2 ace detectives are on the case. This is bizarre. This is awesome. Rumble. Did you feel that? What, the excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did. Oh, check out this puddle. That's not normal. And this hose. Ugh, Rollo, we're all diseased. Oh man, the door's locked. Try harder. I wouldn't do that. No dice. It won't budge. Oh well. This dumpster is new, right? I bet it got stuff in it. I can't really see what's in it here. Who did all of this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure that isn't the hazardous waste? Just help me get it. Rollo, it would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Ew. Come on, lady lot. So, what's in there? Let's see. Ew. There's a squishy bag of squish. Ugh. Wow. You know what? I take it back. Rollo is probably already diseased, and that's why he's immune to that water. He's a diseased little boy. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone. Hold 2 phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? Just like Hank Atomic communicators. Do these actually work? Ground control to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic. Ground command. You're coming in 5 by 5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? It's getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Help is on the way. Hide! What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying. My hands are covered in squish. Scoot over. I'm coming in. Oh my gosh. That's a close call. Tell me you saw that. Dude, I don't know what I saw. He's coming back. Get down. Oh no. Gosh, if we're not diseased or dying after this, I swear.
Petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh god. Tell me that's not what I think it is. Luka, do you know what separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? A ridiculous hat. When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for clues.
Rollo felt around at the large sack which burdened them.
Ugh. Aha!
He snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
Oh, it's some sort of badge or something. What's it say?
Rollo held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott. Deep Engineering. It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I think it's just one name tag in a bag full of something else. Oh, okay. I think we should make a break for it. Stay calm. This is no time to panic. I'm not panicking! You're panicking! Rollo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I'm not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? Oh. Oh my gosh. It's twitching. I'm beginning to see the benefits of your run for our lives plan. Right. We've clearly established that I'm faster than you. So I'll go first. Why not go together? Flaming chicken coop, Luka. I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass. Rollo, I'll give you credit. You sure find an eventful way to start our summer. It's what I do. Well, here goes nothing.
Luka sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rollo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rollo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted.
He's gonna count to 100?
35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe.
Like, it's better if they both ran together because they can't get both caught.
Screw it, that's long enough.
Yeah.
Luka carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rollo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luka clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow. Chapter 3. Finding a Friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So, that'll need to be delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, nothing interesting. Oh. What the heck is our phone? Hello? Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering folks. I'll be right there. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We sort of ran around a bit.
Rand's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstances are you to leave. Oh my gosh. Theory time. Gran is running this whole, like, institute to perennial harvest. Maybe she has her daughter captive, which is his mom. She killed his dad because she didn't like him, and she's about to take over all of Pekin Pines. That's the theory. If I'm not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Well, that was strange. Yeah. Your grandma's a part of the mafia. This is what she deserves. She said stay here. I don't know if I want to do that. Seems like the game doesn't want me to stay here either.
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
Is that coming from upstairs? Hello? Is anyone there? It's coming from the closet, isn't it? Or, oh, it's coming from my radios. But it's Morse code. Rollo? Hello? Rollo, is that you? Over? I don't know if you hear. I'm not that hungry, guys. Like, I'm fine. Over? Strange. Well, that's spooky. Ah! Gosh. Ah! Oh, hey, Roxy. Is this about me accidentally kicking you yesterday? Is Rollo here? No. Look at me, Luka. This is serious. Is Rollo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rollo never made it home. Rollo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luka's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late, and we went home. Weepwood? If he's alive, I'm going to kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he said?
Luka's mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. The grandma, it was a call that Rollo was missing. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luka could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Rollo. Where are you? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Sorry, Gran. I gotta go save my best friend. Ooh. Old Picker's Pond. Does everybody stop to go look for Rollo? Hey Bert, have you seen Rollo? Nope. Though I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up a lot of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here until he gets back. Ooh, that's a lot of food. I am not talking to Pete. Pete takes up way too much time. I got things to do, Pete. We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she will be here, then she will be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around, doing nothing, and waiting for Roxy, when I could be standing around, doing nothing, and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi. Roxy needs our help. Yeah, well, good intentions don't qualify as legal tender. Ugh, my parents won't listen. No offense, but isn't Rollo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. Wait, so his parents really don't care? I mean, they don't seem like the brightest people. But, like, his sister's like, Rollo didn't come home. They're like, yeah, he's fine. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for another couple of hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great, I guess. Right. Fitz and I will check Weepwood. I'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. Oh boy. Okay. They look different. What's that about missing children? I must stress that the situation is completely under control. It's just all seems so terrible. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense, young. Mr. Cotter will turn up safe and sound, I am certain. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging. Sister? Oh yes, Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. Oh, that was that, like, lady. The harness. We were just telling our daughter Beck that... Now, where did she run off to? Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Things are happening in town. Ooh, you know what? Oh, that's a new guy. Hello? Hey! Yisun? History Museum. It's laughable, really. Did you happen to see Rollo in there? No, just the shadow of a family. Clinging onto a town, clinging onto the past. Cling. Okay, that might actually come in handy. Feel free to check for yourself, but don't expect to have your mind blown. Have you seen Rollo? Hey Griffin, has Rollo been here? Haven't seen him all day. I'm sure he'll show up safe and sound. And when he does, tell him there's a strawberry chocolate double scoop waiting for him. On the house. He'll like that. Aw. Do we go in, I guess? Oh god. Sharper Valentine, a celebration of excellence.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here, in Beacon Pine. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Shopper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Riverfence Fund.
That's, very hopeful. That was unhelpful. Well, it's good to recap on the history because something's fishy. Okay, I gotta talk to my bat friend. Girlie, I got some things to tell you. Hey, Dawn. Hey, is it true about Rollo? Yeah, he didn't come home last night. I wondered if it's connected. Connected to what? I was checking in on reports about increased activity around the town. What sort of activity? Windowless trucks, mechanical noises, strange lights, your typical shady stuff. What? Who? Gosh. Can we read today? Who would be doing all that? And why? Well, I have a few leads. The Valentine family is always suspicious. Perennial Harvest certainly has the resources. Do you have any idea where Rollo could be? The best place to start looking is where the trail went cold. Where did you see him last? We were in Weepwood. Right by Valentine's Fertilizer. I'll check out Weepwood when my shift ends. I do my best work at night. Okay. She's gonna get caught. Dawn, no, don't do that stuff. Okay, my job. Check the library. It's a penguin. Maybe.
Cato volunteered at the library during the summers.
Cato.
He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Cato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Aw. Hey, Cato.
Cato was lost
Cato.
in his reading. Luka crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
Ahem. Oh, hey, Luka. You snuck up on me. Good book? No, just started it.
He gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books. I haven't read yet. So now it's on to the wonderful world of bees. Turns out bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are 2 queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy. Ooh, that's a good one. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Roller around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. Okay. Hey, you. Have you seen Rollo? Hey, Jess. Jace. Probably Jace. Oh, hey, Luka. Did Rollo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days where a new issue drops. Rollo's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me. You know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh. Roger that, Space Cadet.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Boring.
The The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics,
Ooh.
most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
Oh. Where, oh, where did my friend go?
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luka brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
Succulent. Nerd. Poke around the library. Okay. Hey you. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh. Oh yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No. What's your name? Luka Van Horn. You new here? Yeah, not by choice.
Beck's family moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
We got a girl. I'm looking for my friend Rollo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? I guess so. Like, missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luka shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Aww. Well, that sucks. Yeah. So, I should probably get going. Ooh, third character. Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yep, well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. So that's kind of like me and Rollo. I guess Rollo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. Aww. The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use more help. Try to keep up. Okay, nothing in there. I have a friend now. Joey, have you seen Rollo around? No, sorry, Luka. I've had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. I can't seem to find any. I'm sorry, my voice like changes. Oh, I didn't read that. Whatever. Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rollo. No, the beetles! Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep out for him, would you? Of course. Okay. Still no bees. The smart thing to do would be to just get back. Oh. No. Dang, they boarded up the way in. Oops. Oh.
Luka felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expect from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick?
Luka watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
It's not what I was expecting. I expected it to, like, decay. Wow. What the? Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray.
Oh.
Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us this skunk is weird as hell. Yeah. It seems dangerous. Uh-oh. This is no time for a bully interaction. Hey Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yup. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Aw, don't say things like that. It hurts Trish's feelings. Ain't that right, Trish? Yup. She looks fine to me. Well, hello. I don't think we have been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Trish. Yup. You probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you. Wait. I'll forgive you just this once. On account of ya being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dud? Oh. He seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so you? Has he ever told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true. They got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Oh my gosh. Good thing I have the smack charm, because that's all I want to use right now. Iggy, I'm only going to say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Well, look who's grown a backbone now that a girl's around. First, his pops croaked. And then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
He took a step towards Luka, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle.
Oh, we are smacking him. I'm sorry.
Beck could see tears welling in Luka's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Well, time to bust out the tickle? No. Okay, so Beck's doing this. She's about to be strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luka. Looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yep. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs. Dad?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luka snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luka launched himself into his stomach.
Ah!
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
You jerk! My clothes are ruined! I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
Okay, what's gonna happen to Iggy? Iggy... Is he gonna grow into a man and then shrivel into an old man? That'd be hilarious. Struggle. I don't feel so good. Ugh. I'm sorry. I just... Oh shit. Yup. That was intense. He's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
Person at the warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
Oh. We have to find Rollo. You took the words out of my mouth. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright, so back we go. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We were just helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So, where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know. I'm starting to get that impression. Hello.
Buenos días, puta. ¿Cómo estás hoy?
Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Wow, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on back. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Ah, that reminds me. Luka, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home, I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyways.
Beck glanced toward Luka.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay. I wouldn't follow that stranger. That's weird.
Rollo was safe.
Ah.
A wave of relief washed over Luka, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread.
Yeah, because Gran is about to beat your ass.
Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luka took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Oh boy. Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rollo. Okay. Gran? Roxy came over. She was worried about him, so I figured we wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. Turns out Rollo is safe and sound. Oh, dang it.
Luka was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. Oh no. He's lost Gran!
Luka was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luka hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luka's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one."
Interesting.
Luka closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. "The wrong choice, but I respect it."
What?
The pond began to freeze over. "Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right." Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luka scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was."
Oh gosh.
"Dad, we have to go." Luka grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run." The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. "That's the thing about fishing, Luka." His chest began to crystallize. "You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out." A shock of searing cold ran up Luka's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luka tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet.
Oh my gosh.
"Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?" The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
Oh, what a dream. Quickly gets up.
Luka's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Hello?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luka! Rollo, is that you? Luka! There? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luka! Thank God! Listen. I don't know how long this thing will work. Oh my gosh. I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazard mat suit? It was... took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in... for now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No. Trust. He's... Hold on. Someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Luka held still, waiting for a response.
Yeah, I did not trust Mr. Kerr. So Mr. Kerr lied to Luka even about his gran. And then he kidnapped his friend, Beth. Oh boy.
His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Shh, getting worse. I can barely hear
Rollo's
you.
voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need the treehouse.
With
Treehouse.
that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna. He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a genius.
Luka grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Hook up the walkie-talkie to the radio in the treehouse. Okay. Also,
Luka heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
so we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
He owns, like, the food stand. We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while the danger persists. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made the deal with heiress Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I had said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How is Luka holding up? He's fine. You shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
She's gonna blow up something. We'll reconvene after the festival. I did not speak in the grandma voice at all during that. Well. Hi, Luka! Ah! Dawn, you scared me! How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your gran been doing anything differently recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram to Olivier, it seems. She was either furious or terrified, or both. Luka, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of a scoop of a lifetime. I will. Treehouse, aren't you coming? Nah, I'm gonna stake out here for a little bit longer. See you, Luka. She disappears into the bushes. Okay. Alright. What are you guys doing? I did it! I changed the sign! Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
I can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Oh, they messed with the sign. They messed with the festival sign. Oh, it's gonna say like foul harvest on it, isn't it? I'm coming, Rollo. Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were alright. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Oh. Who's there?
You could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here. So you better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luka's throat.
Who are you? What, you don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore. Oh, it's the bully.
Luka stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luka.
I'm a monster. Well, you were before you were a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy?
Luka reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me! This is all your fault.
Luka slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Honestly, Luka, don't apologize. This guy is a jerk, okay? This is karma at work. You just had a hand in karma. And you didn't do it on purpose, but hey, he deserved a little beat down. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second? And I get to be like this forever. You taunted him. You were not the innocent person here. You literally were saying he was pathetic and that's why his parents left. This is karma. There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect, little Luka saves the day. With this positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Wheatwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luka! Luka! Rollo? It's not safe! Luka! Rollo, where are you? The treehouse! I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luka, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they're going to go to the treehouse? The clipboards. What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at all. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're going to figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal demicile? That is a secret knock. Crap, they found me! Luka, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here, and I'll see what they want. Oh, that's very brave of you. Oh! Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a sec. Of course, of course, of course. We have a problem. Luka, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? He has the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them. And yeah, you were right. They're all saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
He slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luka, what do we do?
Luka grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luka and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave all of us a heck of a scare. Go away. Just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luka, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luka. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luka. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luka. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is going to give all of us a heck of a sore throat. And who wants
Luka's
that?
grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luka. The only teeny, tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luka. Look around. You're in quite a pickle, and I am the only person in the whole world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luka's mind
Alright.
raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do? He wiped his cheeks
When
with
there's
his
no
sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luka?
Luka drew himself up and decided to take the only option that he had left. Fight.
Luka drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Yeah, that's right, Luka. Let's get it.
Luka summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Uh-oh. Hey. That was uncalled for. More than a little rude. And just plainly unsanitary. Luka, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
End this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit.
Oh boy.
As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luka looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
No!
That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
Tickle. Struggle. Oh my gosh, so now there's 2 branches. Man. Alright, we're gonna have to stop this here. And then when we get back to it, we're gonna have 2 different branches. I've killed Luka twice in this video. Man, the bad luck for this kid. Alright, well, I hope you all enjoyed this video. And like I've mentioned before, and listen carefully, you are required by law to subscribe and like this video. If you want more, anyways. I mean, I want more. That's all you have to do. Easy peasy. I don't know. And yeah, so that's it. Larry out.